I'm Sean Hines, and this is Hard News for Friday, October 3rd, 2014. In a bold move from 2K, they've managed to shrink down their massive booth monster for Evolve into a sick 30-inch, 35-pound figurine. It's being designed by Triforce and even has a red LED which glows on the Goliath's back. Though its production is limited to 500 units, providing all parties involved the opportunity to charge the absurd price of $750. Seriously, that's fucking crazy expensive for not even getting a copy of the game. And if you're really hardcore, you can get a limited edition of this limited edition statue from New York Comic Con for $800. There are only 150 of those. To help us understand why anyone would be willing to spend so much money on an inanimate object, here's Sam Mitchell with his thoughts.
Because having shit that other motherfuckers don't have makes you feel better about yourself.
Touché, Sam. Touché. I guess it will help offset the cost of that massive booth monster. I kind of wonder where that thing even is right now. On to some PlayStation Vita news. Owners of the PlayStation handheld are celebrating the launch of patch 3.3 since it adds the long-awaited theme support. So now you can have some gaming-centric or generic vector bring some flavor to the Vita's background and icons. But really, that's some shit news for a system that needs more games. Wait, this just in! It looks like Strider 2 is coming to the Vita, PS3, and PSP as a PlayStation 1 classic. Capcom confirmed yesterday that the arcade hit would be coming on October 7th, and it will be bundled with the arcade version of the original Strider. So you can play the arcade versions of both Striders, plus remote play the reboot, all on your Vita? Man, next week is going to be a very good week for PSN. Unless you live in one of those countries getting price gouged for PlayStation Plus, I guess you'll just have to take it in stride. And finally, I'm going to do something fairly dangerous and comment on the recent GamerGate movement. More specifically, something that happened between Intel, Gamasutra, and gender equality in the press. As a quick aside, the term GamerGate came about after the Zoe Quinn Five Guys conspiracy hit the internet and the overwhelming concern that video game journalists are somehow greedy, maniacal shitstains who aim to mislead you at every turn. But I'm not going to talk about that. Instead, let's focus on the recent victory for GamerGate that is, in my opinion, bad for both sides. And before you freak out, just hear me out on this. Now, thanks to a highly orchestrated campaign against high-profile press sites like Gamasutra, the GamerGate movement has managed to scare Intel away from advertising on Gamasutra's site. Organizers of the mass protest via email to Intel expressed their displeasure at Gamasutra championing fair gender representation in games. And it worked, and in response, Intel pulled all their ads. Here's the problem. The only real reason for this activity is to shut down the voice of the opposition, commonly regarded as the feminist movement. That is not how you win a debate, folks. You win by changing the hearts and minds of your audience and frankly having a stronger argument than your rivals. I'm all for conversations, and I think that the best thing for both of these movements would be to keep the communication channels open, but that's just my opinion. Now, I know that this is a sensitive subject and would very much like to hear your opinions of what happened in the comments, so be sure to leave some, and please do your very best to play nice. I'm Sean, and that was Hard News. Hey guys, thanks for not killing me after Hard News today. If you have some free time, why not check out Screw Attack's latest show, Internet All-Stars? It features famous gaming personalities as they take on the Nintendo World Championship from 1999. Our first episode stars Adam Kovic from Machinima. Just click this box and you're good to go.